Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
You know what's cool though? My favorite thing about 007 is that pause music from the Nintendo 64 game.
GoldenEye.
Oh my god.
Banger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Other than that, I don't know anything. I know like little factoids, but we're gonna have to get all our 007 information from our boy Sleepy today on the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. We're gonna be reviewing 007 First Light. Apparently, it's really good. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. I'm just kidding. I'm your host, Liz.
Go to bed.
I'm joined by our usual KylarEmiya.
Hello.
And our guest reviewer today, Sleepy.
Hello.
And we need to hear everything about, is this still James Bond? Jimmy
Yes.
Bond? Jimmy B? Big Jimmy
Yes.
B out in the cut,
Yeah, this
blasting peeps.
is the big JB.
So far, okay, first off, I don't pay any attention to this game. I've never found the interest in James Bond that the world seems to have. I don't get it. But apparently the rest of the world does. So I didn't even know what kind of game this was. And then last week we were talking, and apparently it's by the devs of all the Hitman games. And then watching a little bit of the Donkey video, like it looks like a linear Hitman game, which actually sounds kind of cool. Do you have any? First off, would you recommend this?
Yeah. I think it would. The price is a little high for it, but I think overall the experience is a pretty good one.
Yeah. I was watching Donkey just throw things at people. I always like games where you can throw things at people, and the combat looked pretty dope.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest things I've found with the game is kind of the environment. Like you see, like if you're in combat, you see a cup, you hit a button, and he just chucks it at somebody's face.
Can you do like a whole run of throwing stuff?
Probably. I don't know where you might run out, but
yeah, I was like I said, initially I didn't care about this. Then watching a little bit of the video, I was like, man, the combat in here looks pretty dope. He's like chucking people into walls and smashing their faces on desks, and
yeah,
James is a very violent man.
Yeah, the combat is very punchy. It's nothing like crazy, but it's nice. It's kind of fluid. You have your regular punch, then you've got like a counter and a dodge. You can grab people to kind of knee in the face, but you can also like grab them and then push them towards like a wall or something, or like a desk. Sometimes like I've pushed people, like kind of grabbed them and pushed them towards like an electrical or off the edge or something like that. It's pretty entertaining.
A lot of environmental action going on.
Which is kind of like interesting because I played a bit of Hitman. I've enjoyed the games, but the environment, you use parts of the environment, but you don't like, it's not like the most meaningful thing. In this game, it's kind of like, okay, here's a cup, I can quickly grab that, chuck it, and then be able to do some damage in.
Yeah, usually the Hitman games, you're looking for like very specific items to do a specific kind of kill.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good, I usually would go like half the level and then get spotted and then restart and just start killing everybody because I couldn't be bothered. I'm not doing this. First off, what made you decide to pick this game up over anything else? Like what caught your eye about it? Do you have like a history with the 007 games, or like what was it?
Exactly. I grew up with GoldenEye, Sam's as you. I also had Agent Under Fire, which is a prequel to Nightfall, which is another very popular game that people love. I liked the James Bond movies. They're nothing I'd write like home about as the best movies out there, but they're entertaining games, and overall this game just looked fun. I thought, just like you said before, the Hitman devs making a James Bond game was a match made in heaven. And I was interested to kind of see what they made with it.
I mean, from what it seems like, they did a pretty good job. What's the story of James Bond today? Who is he romancing or winning card games? Or what kind of is his martini shaken or not stirred? No, that's the same thing. Shaken or shaken or stirred. That's not the line. I don't know anything. Tell me about James Bond.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
That comment is actually later in the game. I was surprised.
Is it? Do they have the one from Family Guy where he's like, 1,000 no's and a yes still means yes?
No, I haven't heard that one
include
yet.
that one? Aw.
Yeah, so story-wise, you're at the beginning of the game, you're a soldier that's been, your plane has crash landed, and you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on, and then your earpiece kind of gets hijacked by Moneypenny, who is your handler at MI6, and kind of tells you to go investigate a little bit more if you're available and you're down with it. And after you do the mission, you learn about the revival of the 00 project that had been shut down for a reason that you learn later in the game. And you kind of train towards that for a section of the game, and then the missions start kind of playing out where the story is basically at first trying to find 009 who has gone rogue.
Ooh, scary. It looked a lot like Uncharted from what I saw. Just kind of the vibe. It was given big Uncharted vibes.
It's got a mix of that Hitman plus Uncharted kind of feel. I wouldn't say like they're the yeah, this is it, like, but no, they take liberties from that game and kind of make it their own.
Gotcha. I was watching him like climb up mountains or like waterfalls or whatever. I was like, I've seen this before. I've seen Nathan Drake do all this stuff. I think he's more fun though. James Bond seems a little serious for my taste.
He's actually a bit kind of quippy, as he usually is in a movie. It's not written terribly, and some of them are like genuinely enjoyable. It's like, James, what's your status? And he's like, still single as always.
Oh, James, you old dog.
But he's quippy, and it's written very well to where it's nothing like too crazy.
Do you get to drive a car?
You do, and it is probably the lowest point of the game. I'm not gonna lie.
But he's got the cool car with all the smoke bombs and oil slicks and rockets, doesn't he? Or no?
Most of the time, yes, but not in this game. This is probably the biggest flaw against this game, is the driving. The first driving segment is kind of like just a training thing when you're doing your whole training montage for MI6. The next is a high octane kind of chase sequence. You don't do anything but drive, and the driving controls do not feel good.
Oh, yeah, because you just picked up Forza too, so I can see why you'd be like, oh, this doesn't add up. Let's go back to Forza for this.
Even playing like the old GameCube Agent Under Fire game, I felt like those driving segments were a bit better because you're in the Aston Martin, launching rockets, shooting your chain guns on the front of the car with the smoke screen. I've played through about 90% of the game, and I still have not done that.
No,
like there is no Aston Martin, which is the biggest hit to this game. Some of the other driving segments I've ran into are they're kind of like you drive a big truck of destruction. They're okay. They're nice kind of explosions if you're into that, but they're nothing special.
That
like,
sucks.
I've literally you drive in a straight path for most of it.
Oh, yeah. The game seemed really linear.
Yes,
like I don't know, chapter or level based rather.
Yeah, so there's sections of the game and there's like 10 chapters that revolve around it, but they're pretty big sections of the mix between kind of this like puzzle style to that more action-packed cover shooter, beating people up mix. And even in that more puzzle points, there are that kind of beat people up. A good explanation.
No, go for it.
A good kind of like start for this, because it's not too like late in the game, so it's not like a major spoiler or anything really bad. You end up at a nightclub after you've done all your training and you're celebrating, and MI6 calls you for a emergency kind of mission. 3 targets are there, and you're supposed to go find one target. Like, you're supposed to figure it out. And you learn your target is in the VIP section. And you kind of have like 2 ways to do it that at least one of them has a little bit of how you play it differently. The 2 ways are you can climb up like the lighting rigging to get into the balcony of the VIP section, or to get in there, you'll need a stamp. And if you eavesdrop, you learn that somebody isn't there yet with the name Jones. And so you can literally go to Jacksepticeye, no joke, and get the stamp, or you can go through the back and steal the stamp and stamp yourself.
How we feeling about YouTubers voice acting in video games?
That was he's in it for like 2 seconds, but like that was intriguing. I was not expecting him, and I don't remember what his name is, but it's the guy who like does this seriously, where he points out, like, you ask him a question of like, where's this gala at? And he points to the sign that's right next to it that says where the gala is. He was a big meme. I can't remember who he is for the life of me.
Low tier god.
I don't think
I need
so.
low tier god in all my games.
Yeah, where are they? Where's he in the voice acting? Come on.
He wants to be an actor. I've seen it. I've seen the AI memes.
But yeah, so that's kind of where the puzzle thing kind of shines, where you're like, okay, you have kind of a little bit more multiple ways to do things. You can talk to people, and there's dialogue trees with different choices. Some are a little more information, some are more, okay, just I talk to you, I'm done with you kind of thing.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I was curious too, because yeah, some of the gameplay sections, like in the trailers, they show a ton of action, which is cool. And then you see some stealth sections as well, which is more reminiscent of kind of like Metal Gear, of like you're just kind of stealthing around trying to avoid people seeing you. So I wasn't sure how much of it you would actually, you could either like, you could actually try to charisma your way through of learning different stuff, or like actually get that, like pretend to be a spy and, pretend to be someone else that should be there, that kind of thing. So that's kind of an option as well.
You do have like a meter for like bluffing. Like if you're in an area where you're not supposed to, you have like a certain amount of bluffs that you can use to get past people. They don't like last forever, and they are tied to like an energy meter, where if you take out certain guys, then you get energy kind of thing.
Oh, that's
but you do get to like bluff your way and confront people, or like fake surrender. If there's only one dude, you can like raise your hands, fake surrender. He gets close to you, you just take him out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
So yeah, I think overall the gameplay is like the moment-to-moment gameplay is fun. And it's really where kind of the game shines, other than the voice acting, which I thought was stellar.
Oh, yeah. I saw
James
Lenny Kravitz is
Bond
in there.
Yeah, James Bond does really well. Moneypenny's good. I liked Greenway. His character was really good. Those are some of the ones that you kind of run into a lot. The story is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, on par, best story in the world, but it's a solid, decent, entertaining story.
I really don't know much about James Bond, to be honest, or 007 at all. So I don't even know like what a common story for 007 would be.
Well, I just
only-
compare it to, like, I don't know, let's say, like, the difference between, like, BioShock story or something like that, where you're, is an like, even though that's a very world-heavy thing, or, like, even, like, I don't know, man. I lost my train of thought. But even, like, something where it's a bit more, like, let's just say Lara Croft, where there is some story, like, the story is, like, there for some of the games. Sometimes it's better than others, but it's nothing like crazy. There's a lot more to this game with story in some elements than there are to like a Tomb Raider game, or sometimes a bit of Uncharted.
Okay.
You mean just find the artifact isn't the story?
No.
Find the rogue spy. That seems to be more of a James Bond. Are there gadgets? Do you get cool little gadgets to play with?
There isn't a lot,
Oh,
but
what
there
the
are a few. There's like
Okay.
7.
do they do anything cool, or are they just like versions of stuff we've seen before?
A little bit of versions of stuff you've seen. You've got the Q Watch that can like hack stuff to distract stuff or open certain doors. You've got a phone that's a dart gun that makes people sick. So if you need to go into
Just
somewhere,
gives them leprosy. Like, what do you mean sick?
like nausea.
Oh, okay. That I mean, sleep darts okay, but like puke darts, I don't know.
So they get sick. You get a attachment to your Q Watch, which is a laser that you can blind people with.
That's a downgrade. The last laser like killed people. I think it's in the Nintendo 64 one. You had the little watch laser, right?
Yeah, and I think this one like can cut through a lock maybe, but it doesn't like do anything special.
I mean, if it can cut through a lock, it can cut through a person. Just saying.
No. See, people aren't made of locks.
Oh, you're right.
See, you gotta.
That's the thing. You gotta remember that, Flitz.
There's gonna be some line. Does not affect organic material. Oh, fine. Take my fun away.
The only other thing I could think of is a device that looks like AirPods that you toss it is like a concussion grenade, and there's a camera that's like a sonic boom, and of course the missile pen. Those are the gadgets I've run into. There might be more. Those are the kind of the ones you get, especially at the beginning of the game. You don't even get the missile pen till later in the game, but like you don't. The gadgets are there. They help with certain environment things, but they're nothing crazy.
I was kind of shocked because I think what did this game sell? 4 million copies or $4 million? I can't remember.
It's a
I think it was 4
lot.
million copies, right?
It's a lot.
This was like the biggest game since you talked about it, Kyler. This is the biggest game since what? Since
I think The Last Hitman. It is their fastest selling game for the studio.
It is,
IO Interactive.
at least for the 24-hour release window, it has sold 1.5 million.
I could have swore we were at 4 million in the first month or something.
It also has been like the first James Bond game in a while.
Yeah, apparently they spent 7 years making on it. IOI.
Mhm.
And $200 million. Is this a $200 million game?
I wouldn't know. I did not check that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
I kinda
I've
look for
heard
games.
200 million is what people have been saying. Yeah. That's how much it costs.
2.2 million copies sold so far as of 38 minutes ago.
Yeah, the
Which is-
last kind of 007 game was 007 Legends for the Xbox 360, made by Activision, that failed dramatically and kind of killed the 007 games. It was supposed to be an anniversary of some of the best moments of 00 Bond. Some of the movies, I question why they picked it. Like Your Majesty's Secret Service. Like, why?
That's a movie?
Yes.
Is that like an old movie? Or
Yes.
like Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I like the box art for Her Majesty's. He's like skiing on top of the world. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. That's definitely from 69. Jeez.
Yeah, it's an old one, and it did really bad.
I think I have more content in my brain from Austin Powers than I do 007.
I definitely do. I've seen all the Austin Powers movies for sure. I can tell you a single 007 movie or what happens in it.
Well, they had the one with Daniel Craig doing parkour, and they had the one. I'm from the era of the other guy, the
George Clooney.
No, that's too old. George Clooney was James Bond?
Yes,
What? No.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you thinking of Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan was one of them.
There's no way George Clooney was
Am I dumb?
a James Bond.
I don't see that he is.
Am I dumb? I thought there was one that was George Clooney.
George Clooney has never played James Bond. Get off the podcast.
I'm done.
No,
cooked.
he's not. He's too unserious.
I think he's even said that he's too old at this point to even play him. Because I
Yeah.
remember people wanted him to. For a
Well,
while.
at this point, yeah, but he was
Yeah.
on top of the world for a minute. Oh well. I think Daniel Craig's done too. So I kept hearing for a while that Idris Elba was going to be James Bond, which cool, but also isn't James Bond supposed to be like a Scottish guy?
British.
British?
Yes.
Okay.
Britain intelligence.
Okay.
I just imagine a Scottish James Bond now. That shit's so funny.
He's canonically half Scottish and half Swiss. You're fired again.
I'm doing great.
How about that? How do you not know the entire history of James Bond, the character, and not the game you're reviewing?
Yeah, I've only watched the Daniel Craig and GoldenEye.
And apparently watched the George Clooney 007 movie.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'm thinking about there.
It's a Utah specific.
Yeah, it's
Utah's an
Oceans.
alternate dimension. It's only in Utah. That's why no
Yeah.
one knows about it.
It's Oceans 007, don't you know?
Yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
But yeah.
Also, I think like a big part of that they wouldn't do it because I think the creators or the family that owns the rights to James Bond is like super strict. I think they won't let anybody do anything interesting or out of the norm with the character.
No. They're pretty on like this is who M has to be, this is who Bond has to be, this is who Moneypenny has to be.
They're playing Warhammer games. Don't touch our stuff for any reason.
Yeah.
All right. Any other little fun tidbits you got? Anything else you want to go into?
The game, like graphically wise, looks amazing and runs amazing. I ran into 2 glitches, and one of them was funny. The other one was random.
Tell me.
So Bond has a jacket that will sometimes part of it will just be stuck upwards. So it's like half of his jacket is normal, half of it is just furled up like a tutu.
No, that's he got that from the John Wick guys. It's actually bulletproof. It's part of his secret agent attire. It's supposed to do that.
It's used like a screen, just shoots behind it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it protects his butthole.
Sure. The other one, that's true. I gotta mention that as well. But the other one was
Sorry.
my brain's not working.
I was
The other one
wondering
was
what that reminded you of now. I'm kind of scared.
They're just game sense. The other one was I was fighting a boss, which I'll get to in a second, and you're in this like narrow corridor, and I guess I got clipped into the wall and sent 3,000 miles in a different direction and died.
Oh no.
Granted, it was at the beginning, but I was just like, wee, and then I died.
What
that
is
happened to
what does a 007 boss look like?
I
kinda
was
curious.
going to ask the same question. Like, it's just a guy, right?
Like, I'm just imagining like Metal Gear Solid, where the boss
They're
in Metal
not the
Gear is suddenly
greatest.
way different. You're in a whole different genre now.
They're not the greatest. The first one, you have to like hack different sections, and that hurts him.
Oh,
You cannot do combat with the dude. If you try to do combat, you will lose. You have
these
to
are like gimmick bosses.
Yeah, that one is a very gimmicky bosses. You cannot physically do damage to this guy. You have to hack certain things or drop a chandelier on him in order to do damage to him. And that's how you win. Like, you don't do anything else to him. The other one is like, and I won't spoil the final boss one, but the other one, you like turn on a floodlight and then you can damage him. Or throw a wrench at him, which are around the area. That one it is the preferred option in my opinion, because that one's a lot more funny. But
What kind of like Greek curse is that? You're immortal to everything but floodlights and wrenches.
Yeah. It's my Achilles wrench.
you just throw a wrench at his head and then you can damage him for a second, and then he's undamageable.
Oh my god. Is there anyone that has found a way to weaponize bees and start screaming about pain?
I have not seen that yet.
Damn. All right.
It's kind of weird for a guy whose whole thing is just shooting people with guns.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. There's only certain parts in the games where you can shoot.
Huh.
You have like 3 different things. You have like you're undetected, kind of just walking around, chatting with people, whatever. You have the trespassing areas where you have to kind of sneak around and do a bit more. And then you have license to kill, which allows you to use guns.
Okay.
The gunplay is nothing to write home about, but it's fine.
I feel like it might have been having not played it, now that sounds kind of interesting to have like not open world, but I guess Hitman, but with like actually Hitman with James Bond, where you're doing like spy stuff in any way that in like very open-ended ways with a bunch of little tools, and that's just Hitman. All right, never mind. Scratch that.
Well, it's Hitman, but you don't go through like different disguises. You can like change it to different clothing. You don't do that. You're pretty static. Moving bodies, you don't do that. In fact, the AI just kind of like search for a minute and then they go back to their post.
The one thing I noticed from the donkey video is like the AI looks kind of terrible. Like
it's not good.
You can like kill somebody 2 feet away from them, and if they're not directly laser focused on you, they don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's like their peripheral vision is the like where they're looking, and that's where their ears monitor too. If it's behind them, they don't have that,
It's a line, not a cone or a circle.
Yeah.
It's just a straight line.
That part was like, okay. Even on higher difficulty, the AI is a little
wonky. They were only told to guard one specific direction. You don't understand.
It's
that's
like the
it.
Pokemon trainers in Pokemon.
What
If you cross this line here, we're gonna swap plans.
You're gonna battle me and my 5 Pidgeys.
The strongest 7-year-old you've ever met.
And I'm really aggressive too.
Bug catcher Jimmy.
I've had my pockets run by a 7-year-old before.
But yeah, it's pretty fun the moment to moment, but it's definitely got flaws. People are calling it like the game of the year.
Oh,
maybe. There's definitely a lot more flaws than I would like.
Also, it's still really early.
Yes, we still have an entire 2 quarters to go. So,
I mean, it's September. September is just going to be. There's going to be a lot, a lot to go in September. That I don't know if 007 is going to remain kind of a
Top tier.
sticking point. Yeah, because I mean, you got Wolverine's coming out, new Control games coming out. You got the new Silent Hill.
Yep.
I mean, Warhammer Dawn of War 4, but I don't think anyone really cares about that. But
No.
for me, you know, so I'm curious to see if people are still talking about this when it comes up. And I think is GTA 6 coming out as well?
I don't know.
This year. It's planned for. Oh my god, it's planned for this year. I forgot the date. I had it. November is when it's supposed to come out. I remember. Yeah, I was like, oh, my birthday. I'm not gonna play it.
So I don't know about 007 being Game of the Year this year.
Yeah. But it is regarded high praise, and I think it should regard high praise. There's a lot of small details, even walking around like QLab, you can do all these like test stuff. You find like a ejection chair and you just launch it and the people look at you like you're insane.
I'm just in here pressing buttons. Don't
you
worry.
actually can
I'm paid
find,
to do this.
There was a glitch in what was it, Hitman 3 or something, where the suitcase could like homing attack fly at somebody. That's in the game somewhere. I didn't find it,
nice.
But it's in the game as like an actual gadget.
So one thing I noticed that's very interesting is I don't ever see in these trailers. You could tell me in the game. Do you ever get like shot?
Yes,
you do, and
there are shooting segments. You kind of shrug it off. It's like
shrug it off. Okay,
basic regen kind of Call of Duty things. There's nothing like healing items or something. Basic cover shooter. You kind of take enough cover, your health will regen.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's not like you're taking 50 bullets and you're fine, but like there are some like damage elements, but it's not like you're quickly band-aiding or anything.
Okay. I was just curious because Uncharted has a really cool like mechanic for their health in their game where Nathan doesn't actually get shot. Like he doesn't take damage. He runs out of luck. So the less luck he has, the closer the bullets fly to him until eventually he just gets pegged and then he's done. That one bullet will just take him out. And it kind of looked like this did something similar, but just from the trailer, but it sounds like it doesn't.
No, it doesn't at all.
You'd think you'd be in Q's lab and he'd be like, here's some small arms deflecting undergarments for you. Just, you could just say something like that and it'd be fine. You could explain all the bullet damage away with one little line.
I don't remember that being in there, or at least it didn't leave an impact.
He's just John Wick's suit.
He's just John Wick's suit. Just that. He's just leave it in there.
Yeah.
He's invincible.
We stole this from John Wick. Here you go.
Oh. Well, cool. Yeah, I got nothing else. I didn't play it, so
I still don't know if I would actually play this. Mostly like it's a price thing, like $70 is quite a lot for something that I don't really have a lot of interest in.
It is $70.
Oh my god.
15 to 20 hour game with some replayability of like doing things different or something like that. Like the Hitman game of like pistol only suit ghost whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
go ahead.
Like other than that, the only other content so far, I have heard there's like a driving segment being added for like time trials. I don't get that, but they have some, I didn't test them, but they have some tax simulations that you can do where they're kind of like shortened missions, and there's leaderboards and stuff to that. But other than that, there isn't much else to this game.
I always have a problem with stealth sections, as in I find them incredibly boring. How are the stealth sections for this?
Not too bad. I mean, like you said, you can just go punching. or well, like you said, when you reset and you just start shooting everybody, you can just go in punching. They can call for reinforcements. Only one guy will do it, and you punch him, and then they won't do it for a while. You can like stealth if you screw up with like a group of enemies. You beat those enemies up, and you can kind of return to stealthing. So they aren't like the worst thing in the world, and I haven't had to like really reset because I screwed up a stealth section. And I think if they do bring guns and they start shooting at you, you can use your gun.
Yeah. I was gonna say the other like kind of selling point, I guess, to this is like this is a introduction to the franchise, because as far as I understand, this is you were following like him becoming James Bond 007. Like this is, you know, the entryway into possibly more. And I think they tease like a sequel as well in the game or
They
somewhere.
did. I don't know if it's like the biggest thing. I don't think we'll be expecting like a massive sequel with any time soon. But
No,
maybe
probably not.
because of how successful this game is, I think down the line there's a big chance that this might get something more. And I'd like to see where they run with it. You know, maybe improve some stuff, add some more gadgets, maybe make a better driving segment, maybe make the boss fights not boring for the most part. But
I don't know. Is it successful yet? Because I mean, they'd have to sell like a lot of copies. I don't think that
I'd have to imagine.
Because
I
if
mean,
it's 200 million, right? They've sold how many? 2.4?
2.2. So
So
140 million.
and that's just assuming like they would get 100%
No,
of profits, which they're not
terrible.
going
to. You might be right on that.
Yeah, so they still have a while to go, but I mean, it just came out, you know,
Yeah.
and there's still always like, you know, Christmas is going to happen, and then you have sales afterwards. So it's definitely at the very least going to break even, I think. But the hard part, as we know with the video game industry, is, you know, if it's not crazy successful, it gets a little wishy-washy, especially because 007 has a history of just kind of flopping.
Well, I mean, everything that's not a multiplayer live service game is considered unsuccessful at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still hasn't made its money back, so I was right.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere close, especially when you consider like Steam and stuff take like a big cut
30%
of any sales they
God.
do. Yeah, so
They've still got it. Just released last week. They got time.
That's
They'll
what I
do
said.
sales.
I said
Well,
that.
I don't listen to you, so figure it out.
I'm the guest star.
But yeah, like I was saying, like $70 is very difficult, at least for me personally, to want to try to get this game, even if people are saying like this is a game of the year contender. But if you are like interested in 007, or it's something you've always been interested in but don't know where to start, or like you just don't like the idea of playing like the old retro games at this point, this might be like your chance to kind of get into it. So it's kind of a cool idea.
Like if you're a big Bond fan or 007 fan, you're gonna enjoy this game. I think if you're not, I think a better selling point, if this game was like, I don't know, like $50, it would have sold better.
Yeah,
just for what you're getting out of a package.
I mean, they've recouped most of their money, so it'll come up. It'll be fine.
It will be
I don't know if they'll make
fine.
another one, but
it's not gonna be a Concorde. It's not gonna be a Concorde.
No,
It's definitely not
no
that.
High Guard today.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right, cool. Anything else, or you calling it there?
I don't think I missed anything in particular.
What would you rate it on a scale of 0 being terrible, do not buy, to 10 being game of the year?
I feel like it's
you
a
say
solid
7, you're fired.
I was gonna say an 8.5.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Like
Pretty
it's a
good.
good
It's
game.
almost worth the price.
It's just there's some flaws, right?
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
not like the driving segment they're short, so it's nothing like crazy. Even though like as like somebody who does like the idea of driving around in an Aston Martin blowing crap up, like
Mhm.
they're short driving segments, so it's like
Did
So,
you
yeah,
get the deluxe edition or the standard edition?
standard.
Okay. Well, so he's
The
not biased
deluxe
either.
adds the costumes and stuff. I didn't care.
I'll never understand. I'll never understand like costumes and bonus stuff for a single player game. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It's fine, but it
I
just
didn't
doesn't
care.
make sense to me. Just for reference, Claire Obscura is $50. So,
Really?
yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
But that's a new IP. This is obviously they got to pay for a lot of licensing or whatever.
Mhm.
So you got to charge a little extra. The fact it's Bond makes it an extra $20.
Yeah. The bond tax.
Bond tax. All right, cool. Well, thank you very much, Sleepy. I'm gonna go ahead and get calling it there because I'm still gonna need 50 minutes of footage from you.
That's fine. I can pull
I
up
hope
something.
you're just throwing stuff all the time. That'd be great. Do the throw only run.
Okay. I'll try.
Well, shoot. Thank you so much, Sleepy. We really appreciate that and appreciate anybody who came to listen. Leave a like. Go follow Sleepy at SleepyGamer
Live.
/Twitch. SleepyGamer Live, is that it?
Yep.
Okay, SleepyGamer Live on Twitch. Go check him out. He just played through all the Resident Evil games. Are you done with those?
I am on 6.
Oh, the
Ooh.
worst one. You got a buddy to play with?
Oh yeah. We are
Oh,
enjoying
nice.
it for the fact that it is complete meme.
Yeah.
Just
and it's
funny
really
as crap.
long.
Combat is dopey. We like kicking each other, so it's a perfect game for us.
Dope. Well, I'll be there to watch some of it, I hope. Next week, episode 100. It's a surprise what we're doing. We're not sure yet. So,
Undecided at best.
undecided. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them on the video or send us an email at giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, all the things. Or leave 5 stars if you're super cool on any of the podcast apps you may be listening on. Other than that, I think we're out of here for today. Yeah?
I think so.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.